Yes, team, and welcome back to the channel. So it is currently Thursday, 8:10 in the morning, and today we're traveling up to Rotherham. The reason for the trip is I'm going to see my coach. I'm going to have a couple of training sessions with himself and just in-person check-ins, like with how close I am from the show. He wants to see me in person, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to the drive, mind. The drive's like 5 hours, which isn't ideal, but I've got a nice Airbnb booked for when I do get there that I'll show you guys as well. But what I thought I would touch on here is being prepared, being prepared, because if you're not prepared, you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to you will be at a higher risk of going off plan, and if the goal is to stay on plan, progress with your physique at all costs, you've got to be prepared. So last night, good news. I know I've been banging on about my sleep being shit. I actually slept last night for 7 hours. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I haven't slept for 7 hours for about 5 weeks. I've woke up. I got ahead of some of the Thursday check-ins yesterday. I've just finalised all the Thursday check-ins this morning, so they've all had their feedback. We're one meal in that was bird food. It was literally 2 eggs and 100 grams of mushrooms. Got my cream of rice in the fridge. That is ready to have just before I leave. And my bags are packed. So let me show you what I've got so far. So this morning, we boxed off a load of steps. Like I said, it's 8:10. And we are currently 5,209 steps done. We don't miss, guys. So, check-ins all done. I've got my squares bars and a couple of green tea bags ready to take. We've got the cool box, so a couple of Coke Zeros, can of Monster, your typical honey, salt. We've got our seasoning, rice, almond butter, barbecue sauce. And then I'm going to be putting my 2 chicken and rice meals in there because I will be taking a couple of meals with me. So what we have here, if I just show you in the fridge, we have our 2 chicken and rice meals ready to go. We've got our cream of rice meal ready, whey drip ready to put on as well. And then if I show you out here, which I need to still put in the car, to be fair. Switch the light on. So in here we have water, bag, second bag, rice cooker, supplements. So we've got like my whey protein, cream of rice, and my shaker, and then all of my vitamins and supplements to take there. And all I simply have to do now is put these in the car and then drive up to Rotherham. I'm also going to be taking my walking pad as well because the weather is absolutely dog shit and I've got 10,000 steps to hit daily. So I'm obviously not, the plan of action when I get to Rotherham, check into the Airbnb, make my cream of rice meal, put that in the fridge ready for tonight because it's rest day. I have my cream of rice as my evening meal as well. But then I need to nip to Tesco. So I need to go to Tesco. I've also got a list of things that I need to get when I go there. For example, your chicken, your mince, veg, berries, things that I'm just going to get from the shop whilst I'm up there. And then we're going to get back to the Airbnb. We're going to finish off evening work and then prep food for tomorrow. So I wake up tomorrow, all food's prepped, all food's done. And then we train with Ben at 10 o'clock. And it's a high day tomorrow. So I'm going to get a couple of YouTube videos done from this trip. So yeah, just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. I'm getting my eyebrows done this morning. They're absolutely shocking. So 10:15, I'm going to get my eyebrows waxed, fill up the car, and then we go up to Ultraflex. We go up to Rotherham to the Airbnb, check in, Tesco, come back, work, steps, evening meal, and then try and chill out a little bit for the evening before we have a busy couple of days ahead. But I'm looking forward to it. Since I've come back to the UK, it's literally just been living in this conservatory and going to the gym. So it's going to be nice to have a bit of a change of scenery. A couple of podcasts on in the car on the way up. Listening to the Celtic cast at the minute, which is an epic podcast. You're talking about training, lifestyle. It's fucking sick. So I'll watch that. And yeah, we get shit done, guys. We get shit done. But I'm happy. I'm so happy that I managed to sleep for 7 hours, because the worst thing for me is to be driving up 5 hours in a car feeling like I'm nodding off. That would be a recipe for disaster. So we're just going to get things finalised now. Make sure that the lads are all, well, make sure that WhatsApps are all up to date, which they are for now, but by the time that I leave, probably about 9:30, there'll be a lot of messages to get back to. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all the stuff in the car, and then when it comes to having my cream of rice, I can just brush my teeth and leave. And then a big journey ahead of us. So stay tuned, guys. I'll take you along the journey, show you the meals when I'm having them, show you the Airbnb. This video will probably just be more of a travel style video. And then the next video, I'll probably do the training ones. High day tomorrow, push day, and then potentially a high day Saturday. We'll see. We'll see what the crack is there. But let's get this car loaded. Let's get everything all up to date. And let's fucking attack the day. And that is the car loaded. Everything is in the car, including the walking pad. And I almost forgot this, to be fair, which is the remote for the walking pad, which wouldn't have been ideal. Got my food in the front seat. All I need now, I'll have to check the list. There's definitely a couple of other bits. I want to take my big glass bowl, the one that I eat my cream of rice out of, to be fair. So I need to stick that in the car. Oh, a can of Monster. Need to get a can of Monster from the fridge, ready to take up as well. So let's get the boot closed. We're driving the car today. My old man's taking the van, just because the car will be a lot more comfortable for me to drive up. And then we dig into cream of rice. What's the time? 9:20. I'm probably gonna have to leave at 9:30. So I'll probably eat my next meal in 20 minutes, which I'm buzzing for. But that's the car packed. Happy day, stress over there. And now we just make sure we're all up to date with everything before we do leave. Second meal going down, and we'll have this just before we leave. And as you guys know, my favourite meal, cream of rice. So 125 grams of cream of rice, 150 berries, 45 whey, 20 grams of honey, and then 20 grams of dark chocolate. But I always have almond butter. Calories, macros, near enough identical. And I am a big lover of almond butter. So I'm going to tuck into this. Food has actually come down since I done like my last full day of eating. So I could do that as another YouTube video. But I'm going to have this, watch something on YouTube. I'm watching Chris Bumstead's full day of eating, carb load before show day, that he posted 3 years ago at the minute. I don't know why, but when I'm eating, I like to watch other people eating. Bit strange, I know. But we're going to have this, car's all packed, everything's all ready to go. And then we head, and the annoying thing is, check-in is until 4 o'clock. I hope I can get into the Airbnb a little bit earlier. I don't want to just be fucking waiting. But I've got my laptop anyway, obviously. I'm taking my laptop, because we're still going to be working. Work never stops. So even if I can't get in till 4 o'clock, what I might do is go Tesco first, go to a coffee shop, do some work, and then head over to the Airbnb. But we'll see. Hopefully the guy's sound and lets me in a little bit earlier. So let's have the cream of rice, and then let's hit the road. And we are on our way to Rotherham. But first of all, we've got a little pit stop. I need to sort out these eyebrows, lads. If you've got bushy eyebrows, it's not sus to get them done. Usually my missus plucks them for me when I am in Dubai, but she's not down until a week today. She's coming back a week today, which I'm buzzing for, to be fair, but I can't be walking around with fucking eyebrows like this. So I'm gonna get them waxed, and then it's straight up to Rotherham. So let's go get them done. I'm looking forward to looking fresh when I come back out. Got a fresh trim yesterday, fresh eyebrows now. But I'm feeling flaggy in the car already. I've only been in the car 20 minutes, but I've got my Monster at hand. There's heated seats in this car, which is banging, but when I'm driving, podcast on, and it's nice and warm, I can feel myself like, not nodding off at all, but like feeling a little bit tired. So hopefully, as I'm on the motorway, we don't nod off because we won't fucking make it to Rotherham. That won't be ideal, will it? But taking my old man's car, not taking the van, and honestly, it's so much nicer to drive a car than it is a van. I just feel a lot more comfortable. Like in the van, don't get me wrong, Luke, you're a legend for giving me that van for the time of me being down. But for a long drive, my old man is... Oh. But for a long drive, my old man has saved me by letting me use his car. So, Dad, you're a star, son. But let's go get these eyebrows done. Torture, it'll be painful, but it'll be worth it. Eyebrows done, and we are looking and feeling a lot fresher. That absolutely killed though, to be fair. But, tell you what, I do not miss this weather. It's like a horrible rain. So even driving in it's grim, but we have a steady drive. Let's have a look. Right, Airbnb. Opening Apple Maps. 4 hours, 8 minutes. So it says I should get there at 2:30. And in all fairness, I'll have a couple of stops because I'll eat a meal, get some steps in, go for a piss. But first of all, we pop a double snus, we stick a podcast on, we crack open a Monster, and we get the show on the road, guys. We are going to be on the road for at least probably 5 hours, which is not ideal. But I'm buzzing to get there. I'm buzzing to get there, show you guys the Airbnb. It's a lovely Airbnb that I have got. It's like a fucking house. Like, it's not even like one bed, it's a 3-bed house. But I thought, fuck it, spoil yourself. So the kitchen looks banging, living room looks banging. Looking forward to just getting up there at a good time. Can open up the laptop, sit on the couch, catch up with the lads, do some work, get my steps done, cream of rice. Today's going to be a good day, guys. Let's just hope I stay nice and awake as we do drive up. So not sure when the next time I pick the camera up. Maybe the next time I have a meal. And I'll show you it. I got my bag next to me by here. So looking forward to a nice drive ahead of us. So that is going to be the first pit stop of the day. So I am dying for a piss. We've done a good stint, to be fair. I got an hour and 46 left. But what I'm going to do, if I pop that there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop with this services. I'm going to have a meal and go for a piss, FaceTime the missus, and then we get back on the road. It'll be the last stint. It'll be long though, like 2 hours sat down in the car is brutal. My lower back is in absolute bits. I've got 3k steps to do, but going through Tesco, going through here, we'll get them steps nailed. Right, where's my spoon? We got the meal, prep food nice and ready, and I'm actually buzzing for that, even though it's going to be cold. Spoon. There we go. Even though that meal's going to be cold, it's still going to taste just as nice, in my opinion. So I'll take you in the services with me. I'm dying for a piss, so I need to go pretty quick. So we've just got into Starbucks, and I'm dying for this meal. We've got chicken, rice, and veg, and because it is a rest day, we've got slightly lower rice, so 50 grams of rice. Still got 100 grams of veg, and then we've got 190 grams of chicken in this meal with 1.5 grams of pink salt. So guys, moral of the story, if you want to stay on track when you are traveling, you can. You just got to make sure that you're prepped. Now don't get me wrong, the rice is cold, but it's still very nice. It's still very nice. In the food bag that I do have, it's like a cool bag, so I got my ice packs in there. Keeps the meals nice. So what I'll do is I'll sit here, I'll eat this, just been to the toilet, so sit here, eat this, get back to WhatsApps, because obviously I don't go on my phone when I'm driving, and then FaceTime the missus, have a good catch up with her, and then we get the last stint done, and I feel as if it'll go slightly quicker. And what I'll probably do is go Tesco straight away and then go to the Airbnb, just so I don't have to pop out again. You know, just box off the remaining steps if I've got to get them done, get the laptop out, do some work, start editing this YouTube video, and then early gym session tomorrow. So we are going to be training at 9. We've got a videographer, so 9 till 11. Ben sorted out a content creator, so I'll wake up, hopefully get a good night's sleep, wake up, have my cream of rice, have my squares, and then we'll go and train. I'm buzzing for that session. The last time that I trained in Ultraflex, I was there doing my PT course, which was longer than 6 years ago, and now we're going back there training in a bodybuilding prep. So it's exciting times. But I'm gonna dig into this meal, and then we get the show on the road. We get the last stint done. Fed, toilet has been seen to, and we're ready to get the final 2 hours done. And it took me way too long to find the car. I was actually thinking, where the hell have I parked? But then I was looking for the van, not the car. So we found the car in the end. I was going to get a coffee as well for the final stint, but it's 1:15 and I like to cut caffeine off. I don't like to have caffeine past like 12 o'clock, just in case it impacts sleep. So, and then I realised that I brought a can of Coke Zero in my bag with me, so that'll tide me over. Got a couple of bottles of water, so let's go to Tesco. Let's get the food shop done. Chicken, mince, veg, berries, all the good stuff. And then get over to the Airbnb. Reply to WhatsApps again. Everyone's had a reply so far. Reply to WhatsApps, get the final steps done, get my cream of rice made, and then sit in front of the couch to give my lower back a little bit of a break. I was walking around the services and I was like, Jesus, my back is tight. And I'd realised when I was in there, I'd been to their services before, and there's a Waitrose in there. And in this Waitrose, I remember last time I picked up a pack of chicken, a pack of sushi, and these chocolate coated rice cakes. I can't remember where I was going, but that's what I picked up anyway. And I just remember how good they were. And I was like, maybe after the last show, at the end of July, if I'm driving past this way, I will be popping in. I'll be getting that sushi, be getting that chicken, be getting the chocolate coated rice cakes, because they were banging. And then when I was leaving, there was Krispy Kreme donuts everywhere. But the cold chicken and rice is going to get me shredded, not Krispy Kreme donuts. So we got 2 meals left. We got another chicken and rice meal that I'm probably going to have warm. I'll probably have that one warm, because I'll be in the Airbnb in the next 3 hours. So I'll microwave that one, so it's a little bit more enjoyable. And then the cream of rice meal, 40 grams of almond butter. Oh, beautiful scenes. So anyway, enough of me waffling. Let's get going. Yes, team. So we are in the Airbnb, and I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy with it. It's got a lovely working area, kitchen area. It's a 3-bed. It's absolutely lovely. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd show you the place itself. So we've got a little working area over there for myself. I've set my walking pad up lovely as well on the floor, ready to do my steps this afternoon and also this evening. And then we've obviously got the couches, we've got nice TV, so plenty of space out here, weighing scales on the floor, nice little kitchen table, and then this is the kitchen area here. So I did go to Tesco to pick up a few bits, you know, your classics like your coffee. Brought my rice cooker. As you know, we don't miss cream of rice, cookie dough. We've got protein. Bought little bags of rice so I can cook them tonight, ready for tomorrow. Frosties, supplements, and then as I always do it, I always put my supplements in a mug or a glass for the evening, or if it's going to be the morning. And then let me show you guys upstairs. Well, I've just stuck on the background at the minute. So Chris Bumstead show day finale. So I'll watch that whilst doing a little bit of work. And then upstairs. So upstairs we've got the bathroom. So we've got the bathroom here. Pretty small shower to be fair, but it is what it is. And then we've got bedroom number 1. Nice. Then we come over here, we've got bedroom number 2. I've just laid my clothes out. I was going to hang them up, but I just thought it'd be easier just to lay them out. Pants, shorts, tops, vest. Nice and easy. And then this will be the room that I will sleep in tonight. So lower bed. Actually looks really nice in here, to be fair. So that is the Airbnb tour, guys. So what I'm going to do now, sit on that couch. My lower back is fried, so sit on that couch and then crack on with some work. Obviously it's just me, myself and I here. So nothing else to do but get some work done. It's 4:15. 8,100 steps, so I got 1,900 to do. So that'll be like a 20-minute walk on the walking pad. I'll probably just do that in 2 stints of 10 and 10. But yeah, I'm really happy with the Airbnb, to be fair. Like, don't get me wrong, I know it's only me and I've got a 3-bed, but it was either like this one or like a really shit one, and I want to keep stress as low as possible. So coming to an Airbnb like this, I've got absolutely everything that I need. You know, plenty of space to prep my food. You know, so I know what the food's going to be tomorrow. We are going to run a high day. I'll film a separate YouTube on that one. And then, so yeah, I'm going to, prep my food this evening ready for tomorrow. We've got our big bowl of cream of rice to go down tonight. If I just show you, I've got this in the fridge ready. So we have cream of rice ready for later. We've got our squares bars for the high day. We've got our chicken and rice. We've got our beef, chicken, couple of waters, and a can of Monster and a Coke Zero. Ready to tune, but I'll do that. I probably won't have the Monster tomorrow morning, just because I don't want to be bloated going into the training session, especially because I wouldn't have a Monster before going on stage, and we want to sort of like replicate that. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to crack on with some work, prep some food, and then I'll probably pick you guys up as I'm about to have my final meal. Been a long old journey up here, but I'm looking forward to just getting my feet up, giving my lower back a bit of a break, because it was seizing up in the car. And then getting a good night's sleep tonight, ready for a big push day and a high day tomorrow. So that is some client work all caught up on. Chicken and rice is in the microwave, ready to have that nice and warm. It'd be nicer than having it cold like I did in the services. And this is where I'm just going to plonk my arse for the rest of the night. We've got steps to do, so I'll do a 10-minute walk after this meal just to help with the digestion. Got a few plans to update. Got a new setup to do tonight as well. So yeah, I'm just glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. I can breathe. I need to prep my food for tomorrow, that I'll do. Just so I can wake up tomorrow with less shit to do, basically. I'd rather get it done tonight. I know exactly what food I'm on tomorrow. So cook my chicken, cook my rice, my veg, my beef mince, so they're all ready. And then after I have my cream of rice tonight, I will make my cream of rice bowl for tomorrow, so I can wake up, just do some work, have my cream of rice, get some steps in, and then we head to the gym. So guys, I'm happy we're here. But going to be a busy evening, but I will try and have some nice downtime. Got Seabum playing in the background, chicken rice. Looking forward to the next couple of days. Should be good. And then we drive back Saturday. So the plan of action will be to train again on Saturday in Ultraflex. I've got to check out of here at 10 a.m. So once again, I'll prep my food for the day. We'll train and then just drive straight back from the gym then, which will be a brutal one. Like pull, I'll probably have cardio to do, because I don't know if we're going to run a high day on Saturday just yet based off response from tomorrow. But then it may be a case of pull, cardio, 5-hour drive home. Or it'll just be pull, drive home. I'm hoping pull, then drive home. But we'll soon see. We'll see what this high day does tomorrow. And just like that, tomorrow's food is all planned and ready for me to tuck into tomorrow. So we have chicken, rice and veg. Chicken, rice and veg, and beef, rice and veg. But what I will do is I will film tomorrow's full day of eating as a separate YouTube because it is going to be a high day. So what you will notice is that there is less protein, less veg, more carbohydrates. But like I said, I'll save that video for tomorrow. So what I want this purpose essentially of this video to be is how to stay on track when you are traveling. Obviously I'm in prep. I don't have any room for error. So I have to, I have a good routine anyway. I'm very structured in terms of making sure meal timings, making sure that my meals are prepped. My routine, structure of everything has to be of a high standard because work is super busy. And the number one priority for me is work. You know, so what this will allow me to do is to stay on track with my nutrition and my own physique goals, but also still be able to perform at a very high level when it does come to work. You know, so for you guys that are traveling maybe with work or you're working away, just make sure you're planned. You know, like before I came to this Airbnb, my notes were full. What do I need? You know, and not just food, you know, supplements, things to cook my food, like the rice cooker, for example, my sauces, my seasonings, my salt. You know, I even had my Tesco list on what I needed, but not like just chicken or beef mince. I had noted down exactly to the gram what I needed so that I was over prepared. I bought too much so that I wouldn't be like, shit, I'm out of chicken, I need to go out again. You know, it's just about planning and thinking ahead, guys, using your head at the end of the day. So I'm gonna pop these in the fridge. We've got, it's 10 to 6. I want to eat my final meal at 7. So we'll just crack on with some client work. We'll get my steps boxed off. I've got 1,000 to do. And then we can enjoy my final meal, my big bowl of cream of rice, which I'll show you, and that's where we'll cap off the video. But being productive, been a busy day, a long day, but we get shit done regardless, guys. You know the drill. Final meal of the day going down. We have cream of rice, whey, almond butter and cinnamon, and we are watching on TV at the minute Regan Grimes when he was competing in the Olympia. So this meal's absolutely lovely, to be fair, because it is a lot of almond butter. It's 40 grams of almond butter itself. What's going on here? 40 grams of almond butter. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to relax, I'm going to have this. All clients are all up to date, all work is all completed. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to make my cream of rice for tomorrow, start editing this YouTube so I can get it posted tomorrow, and then get a good night's sleep, 10 past 7. So I should be able to knock off nice and early. I brought my book with me so I can read some pages pre-bed. Got my gummies, so I'll take my sleep gummies pre-bed and hopefully get another 7 hours night's sleep, because I definitely feel a little bit better today with more sleep than I did have last night. So thank you for watching, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. But hopefully this has shown you a little bit of an incentive on how to stay on track when you are traveling. It is easy if you're prepared and if you have your stuff with you. So let's have this cream of rice and hit the sack.